Congratulations.
Congratulations.
Like, comment, subscribe. I'm going to
smash
there.
like.
That right there is now our advertisement. I'm just cut out the like, comment, subscribe. It's just gonna be that.
Dab on that bell.
Dab on that bell.
Hey, welcome to HEETwave. My name's Bryan Belcher, and I'm joined with Brittany Saturn.
Legally.
Yeah, legally, Brittany Saturn. We changed
yet.
your name.
No, I meant like the.
I'm not legally.
Wedding.
That's the last episode. That's actually 2 episodes ago.
Time is a flat circle.
Yeah. Anyways,
I don't believe in time. It was invented by the government.
that's why they keep
change it
changing all the
twice
time.
a year.
Yeah. Mother truckers.
They're changing it this weekend.
Mm-hmm.
Are they?
No, 2 weekends ago.
2 weekends ago. Damn it.
Yeah.
They're doing it again.
Hey, it's like we record this at different times than when it goes out. Also,
about it.
I'm also joined by Jairus Mitchell. Perfect. And Chris, it's the Hutch Hutcherson.
I wasn't ready for this
You
episode
said
as my glasses weren't on.
Chris.
Yeah, so I noticed it. Like, as soon as I was like, welcome to HEET, I was like, oh shit, you're like trying to clean your
We also
glasses.
didn't flip the camera view around so we
Well,
can see
we'll
her.
live.
No.
Wait,
I
I,
know
got
it's
it.
on.
We're flying blind.
Oh, I didn't get up this
Oh,
time.
God.
I specifically did not get up. But Hutch did. Good job, Hutch. Thanks.
Hutch is the wind beneath our Hutch wings. That is what that sounds like.
Exactly. Thank
So
you, Bette Midler.
if you can't tell, we're a little loopy today. None of us really slept super well last night. Brittany was up at 6 a.m, just doing things. Hutch woke up like 25 minutes ago. And Bryan probably slept like a little babby.
No, I didn't, but we'll go with that.
I did have acid reflux, so I got an excuse too.
I had a cat that was smothering me every 15 minutes.
We think Beans is the one who loves us the most, but I think she's the one who actually hates us the most because she tries to kill us in her sleep.
She's just gaslighting
She
you.
literally will not leave me
She
alone.
will
Kill
lay.
you with kindness.
She'll lay on your face.
So
and
my
then
question
you can't breathe.
for all of you today is, how do you get your best sleep? Do you have a sleep regiment? Do you have things you do before you go to bed? Do you have a preferred way of sleeping? For myself, I get my best sleep when I move away from screens like hour or 2 before, maybe do a little bit of light reading, take a little melatonin, brush my teeth, and lay in bed hoping that I don't die. But more often than not, I turn off the television like 5 minutes after I should have gone to sleep and try and do those things and lay in the bed.
Get those blue lights out of your.
So the lack of a screen is a big one for me.
Yeah.
Specifically, it was really nice when we moved out of the same house with Hutch, and nothing with that. We just had one single room. Mm-hmm. We had all of our screens in there, and my computer with 3 monitors next to us in our bed. So when we got to our own bedroom with like no screens, that was bliss. Also being able like to cover up all of the windows with like, thick dark curtains are nice.
Yeah.
But for me, I need it to initially be kind of cool feeling. If it's hot, I'm never going to sleep.
Yeah. I'm much the same, but we're sweaty people.
Exactly. If I don't go to sleep within an hour, I have to get up and let the bed cool down
Wow.
because my body temperature will heat it
You've
up.
got that hot meat.
So otherwise, like if it gets hot again, I'm like, well, time to get up and try again. Give it a half hour so the bed can cool back down.
Let's do a mulligan on sleeping tonight.
I will say that me and Brittany have a thing where we will take illegal naps.
Illegal naps?
Illegal naps.
I haven't taken one in a long time.
Me neither. We both haven't done this in a while, but we used to do this a lot. Illegal naps are on the couch with a full like blanket and a couple of pillows.
And you shoot a cop in the middle of it?
I mean, it's just a nap that we didn't plan for, and you should be having.
And you should be having it, or you're having it like, why are you sleeping on the couch? Like, go lay on the bed. It's like, no, it feels good to like lay on the couch.
I'm not much of a napper.
Yeah.
Like, and I
You
think,
shouldn't be. It's bad. It ruins your sleep.
Yeah.
Because
Well, that's,
like when I do nap, it's never like an hour. It's always like 4 hours.
yeah.
Yeah, same.
Or
So-
you just fell asleep
Yeah.
and you wake up the next morning still on the couch, weirdly sore, kind of contorted in a
Yep.
weird way, and your hip hurts for some fucking reason.
Yeah.
I used to catch you in illegal naps all the time.
Yeah, you're this couch right here is
That no one can see.
no one can see.
It's intentionally hit it in an area where no one would know there's a couch right next to our table.
It's a secret couch.
And an
Sometimes
illegal
I,
nap
like,
couch.
I lean on it, so I wonder how weird that looks.
it's I hate sitting in it, but I love napping in it.
It's a good nap
so
couch.
good for napping.
It's deep. That's why.
It's
a
deep.
couch.
Well, it's deep and it's long. So like I don't have to like contort like like scrunch up. Like I can lay the whole thing and like be comfortable.
I do. I have to scrunch up
stretch.
on 95% of
Oh,
couches that I
yeah,
try
yeah,
and take
yeah.
naps on.
So my routine at night is wash my face, get all the makeup off. I try to give myself like whatever my bedtime is. I try to get into bed an hour before that actual time is because I like to look at memes before I fall asleep.
My
I
lady
go-
friend also
yeah,
does
I
that.
just go to like different shit posting like pages and groups and just look through all the stuff and then
Just meme yourself to sleep.
yes, pretty
She's
much.
been doing that for about 2 years now.
Yeah, that's why I just save all the memes.
Do you ever have dreams about salty memes?
Nope.
Maybe you do and you don't remember them.
Maybe I do and I don't remember them.
No, Brittany has a lot of dreams that she remembers. It's usually me being an asshole.
Yeah, there's a lot of dreams where Brian's a
I don't know
jerk.
why.
I wonder
but
why.
Subconscious me is way worse than me. Like,
But when it's finally time to go to bed, I need my weighted blanket. I know there's a joke about like people who have weighted blankets will let you know they have one, but I guess it's true. I have one.
This is all just a vector for you to talk about your weighted blanket.
Yeah, pretty much.
What's the weight on it? What are you working with? Like
It's,
a 9 iron?
25 pounds.
Wow.
Yeah, maybe it's 25 pounds.
Is it time to upgrade because you're getting too strong for it?
Maybe. So when I first got the weighted blanket, it was super heavy. Like I could barely carry it around. And it's not like I could lift 25 pounds, but I guess because it's just this huge,
It's a mush.
massive, like it's just weird. I don't know.
it's like carrying 25 pounds of Play-Doh.
Is it
Yeah.
evenly distributed 25 pounds?
No.
or-
No,
Yeah.
it's got like bamboo chips in it. Is what is the
So we
the
got
weight is
one
from.
that's the reason we got the one we got is because I was supposed to also be using this this blanket, and I wanted to get one that wasn't going to make me sweat like crazy. So we have like one
It's
that's
a,
You
like,
wanted
it's
it
a
to
kick,
cool.
It was
It's
like
a
a
breathable
Kickstarter one.
and it's really nice to be honest. I just don't like using it.
But I like to wrap myself up in it like a burrito. And I have to have 3 pillows to be comfortable. And I sleep on my side/stomach.
I'm a side/back, 1 pillow, and heavy blankets. So like I have a large heavy comforter that like we use, but I'm getting weighted blanket curious.
You should go over there and just try, like, lay under ours. Just
Okay.
try it out.
Yeah, we can tuck you in.
Ooh.
I actually tuck in Brittany a lot.
Yeah,
Oh.
yeah, that's like one of the
So-
things he has to do. That's his
Do
nightly
you hear a
duty.
story as well?
I try to get him to tell me a story.
It's
but
usually
it's
about
always
a
about
man.
those fucking
It's
chainsaw
about a,
fingers.
Yeah, it's a man with chainsaw fingers.
That's great.
We've been doing that for like what 9 years now.
Something like that. Yeah.
So I got my very first apartment
That's
with
a
Joe.
really bad kid's book.
It really is.
My very first apartment with Joe Borowski, I got into astronomy, and I was just really into it. And astronomy,
Astronomy, not astrology.
I had to say, I had to
Okay,
think.
I got
It's still
confused for a
just such a
second, too.
fucking Bryan thing to get into.
Right?
Like very briefly, oh, I got a telescope. Now I'm really into astronomy, which is exactly what happened.
Yes.
I bought him a telescope for Christmas.
Anyways, I started watching the original Cosmos on Netflix because
Yeah.
Netflix was brand newish around
Yeah.
that point. And I realized I was falling asleep on the couch every time I attempted to watch an episode. And I was just determined I'm going to watch this series. So, but now I have every episode downloaded on my phone, and that is how I go to sleep
Yeah.
now. It turns off my brain. which is the hardest thing about going to sleep for me right now.
And
It's like
the best part is that like his phone is on the other side of us. I've never seen a single episode, but I have all of them. Like I have the audio memorized on every single.
Oh,
episode.
is this episode 4?
Yeah.
Brittany
Yeah.
absolutely knows when I'm starting the pie episode
Yeah.
because it's like the one that starts scary, and then
Yes.
sometimes she'll be like, "Can you play the alien one?" And there's ones like where it starts really creepy, and it's
My
like
favorite
episode
one
12.
is the crab one though.
Oh yeah, that's
About the crabs who have samurais on their faces or on their backs.
Yeah.
It looks like a little
it's
samurai.
episode 2. It's about evolution.
Yeah.
Giant enemy crab.
Yeah. Actually, it's the same crab that they're talking about in that video game.
That's
Well, I can see that. It's like good white noise. Also, you're an ASMR.
I am.
Yes.
I
So, like,
don't know
Carl-
how to accept that.
Carl Sagan's voice is pretty ASMR.
Well, pretty much all of the PBS narrators are all like where most of the people who got into ASMR were like, oh, I first thought about this when I was watching an episode of Bob Ross or like Reading Rainbow or like Mr. Rogers. All of those really calm, monotone voices are really great to go to sleep to. And for me, Carl Sagan was a subject matter I could go along with too.
Yeah.
Bob Ross works for me too. Mr. Rogers is a little too dumb.
I have a
for me.
really important question that just popped into my head.
Okay.
Do you think the crossover episode of Bob Ross Painting Show and Bob's Burgers would be about painting burgers or cooking burgers?
Well, obviously, it would be about. I think it would be about painting burgers, but
With mustard and ketchup?
yes,
It's a really good answer.
I'm glad you finished where that was going.
That's good.
Yep.
That's a good thought. That's a
beautiful.
good.
You
kind
have
of
to use food
portmanteau.
for the painting.
Yeah.
So
and then it would be edible.
I have really bad habits. I basically do all my Snapchat and Instagram binging like in bed. But it doesn't usually affect my quality of sleep. I don't
Such a
think
cool
it does.
hip teen.
Yes.
For me, I'm going to bed. I don't look at memes. I just Snapchat and TikTok.
I downloaded TikTok this week.
Why?
I don't know.
I'm worried about you.
TikTok's TikTok's like the next evolution of Vine.
No,
except-
it's not. It's Vine, but bad.
I mean,
Oh, this is
it depends
Time
on
out.
what you find.
This feels
Okay.
like another topic for
devolved.
Tune in next week for
TikTok versus Vine.
TikTok versus Vine.
Okay. Anyway, so
I will be the champion for my lady friend. I feel like we should
Okay.
bring her in just for
Okay,
that.
yeah.
great. I
Great. Now
You
I
completely disrupted Hutch's answer. Here.
I don't sleep at all. I stay up all night until 4 a.m. and then I go to work at 9. I don't sleep.
It's true.
This man needs your help. Donate now to put Hutch to
for
sleep.
just the cost of a 2 liter of Mountain Dew every day, you can buy Hutch a 2 liter of Mountain Dew every day. So that he doesn't have to sleep.
That's right.
You just stay up
God.
all the time.
Yeah, I've had some real bad insomniac hours, but when I do have good sleep, it usually just I don't have to do anything special. I make sure my bed's elevated, so that I don't.
You got that triangle pillow now, right?
No, I got the motorized bed thing.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Yeah,
I forgot about that.
So now I don't
So you
like.
sleep at a slight angle?
I sleep some slight or maybe like a more crazy angle. Depends on how bad it is.
Oh, okay. And you find that it easier to get to sleep like that?
It doesn't give me acid reflux.
Oh, okay. That shit reminds me of hospital beds and fucking hate it.
I don't love it. I would much rather sleep, on my back, or I used to be on my side, but now I just, I just do it at a slight elevation.
Yeah.
And make sure I don't wake up in the middle of the night like last night and feel bad. So, anyway.
So I remember you used to, when you didn't have that bed, you would go into the living room a lot and you would lay on the recliner and whatnot. Which, to be fair, that recliner is extremely comfortable to sleep in. I've done it a few times.
It claims
done it.
every person who sits in it. I don't know what it is about it.
It's a very comfy.
It's not even the
really
most
nice.
comfortable cushiony thing I've ever been on. It just I don't know. It
It
gets
just
the right.
beckons you.
the right
the sleep
angle.
calls
Yeah.
to you.
It
Yeah.
does.
To go back to Carl Sagan.
No. My favorite is if I end up watching like one of the later episodes, it's always like a really like kind of demeaning tone. He's like, if we don't destroy ourselves, we could live in a harmonious like culture or
That's
something.
a pretty big
Real
if,
talk.
though.
And like, well, at the time they're talking about like it was during the Cold War.
Yeah.
So like I get it, like time period
But it
wise,
still applies
but like
now.
almost every episode he's just like, if we don't destroy ourselves. And I'm just like, yeah. And he has a whole episode devoted to it where he's just like, we were hit by a meteor and it was very similar to a atomic bomb. What if a meteor hit us and we thought it was a bomb and then all the bombs go off?
It's a fucking nightmare.
Yeah, it's like, thanks, Carl.
And that's like a whole episode. And,
And that really helps you get to sleep, huh?
Yeah.
you know, usually I don't get to that point.
I mean, I crave death, so.
So you're awake just long enough to hear
Yeah.
the badness.
Yeah.
So
I'm,
I
instantly
only
out.
I only ever hear like the first 3 to 5 minutes. It's gotten to the point
Which
where
is just
like
wholesome and gets you. Yeah.
like sometimes I'll hear the music of the beginning of
Yeah.
the show and I will not make it to the end of the intro music.
Yeah.
I used to use like rain sounds as the white noise
That's
for
a
me.
big one for me.
And
like,
then we moved to ocean sounds and kind of weirdly symmetrical. We've started doing like weird atmospheric space music.
Okay. I like it.
Like light synth kind of just like feels like you're floating through space.
So we get a little
That's
bit of
great.
that. Whenever we go to MagFest, we stay with Matt Papa and Jess. And they
Matthew
do,
Pops.
yeah, Matthew Father.
Matthew Father.
Matt Papa and
say his
Jess
full-
Mama.
Say his full name.
And they listen to that stuff.
Yeah.
And so I'll still do the Carl Sagan
You
stuff.
get like a weird
over
noise
it.
crash.
And no, it's great because his stuff kind of blends in with their stuff. I do it just light enough to where I hope only I can hear it.
You're basically a DJ at this point.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's right.
A sleep
I'm an
DJ.
That
ASMR
means I can
DJ.
get up in the middle of the night and just like fucking rave beside the bed with like some glow sticks.
This is too much. I can't get to sleep. Gotta dance.
The only problem I have is when I like accidentally fall asleep to something I didn't intend to fall asleep to. So the other day I fell asleep to like last week tonight talking about the coronavirus.
Yeah.
So it went to some like other political videos and it was just like
And you woke up in a nightmare world.
yes, and it was just like people screaming and I was just like ah.
So now Brian's alt-right because
Yeah.
eventually all of those
listening.
videos lead you to that place.
Honestly,
I'm pretty sure I fell asleep to some YouTube videos before and eventually woke up to a spoiler to like another game that I didn't want to see. And I was like, no.
Well, spoilers, this episode's over.
Bye.
This segment.